Welcome to a video that I call a tangled mess of imperialis. This plant I put into the greenhouse approximately 3.5 months ago. It is now well over 8 to 10 feet high, and it is completely wound around many things in the greenhouse. I'm going to have to try to extricate this plant, and it's not going to be easy. You can see here that it's wrapped completely around the cord to the exhaust fan for the greenhouse. You can see bits and pieces of diversifolia up there in the rafters where it was all wrapped around one another. I'm not going to be able to save this entire plant. Parts of it are going to have to get cut away because I simply can't get it unwound from where it's wrapped. Not looking forward to this job, but it's got to be done. There are probably 25 or more peduncles on this plant. Simply couldn't afford to let all of them bloom. It would be a terribly sappy mess. It's sort of an embarrassment of riches. I wish this plant was a little bit smaller than it is. It's very hard to keep under control. Here's one peduncle that's already starting to bud up. Okay, when I come back to this video, I'm going to have this plant, one way or another, unwound from the rafters and cut away, and then we'll figure it out from there. But I'll show you the end result when I get it out of here. Well, I'm back. Untangled the plant, cut off 2 or 3 feet, wound the plant around the best I could without snapping off a vine, and it's in position in the plant room for the winter. This will probably be the very last time I'll be able to pull this off. Plant simply got too big for me. But I think it should, barring some catastrophe, put on a spectacular show of blossoms this winter. So thanks for taking the time to look at Hoya imperialis and untangling it with me. Good morning. Welcome to my final tour ever of my amazing Hoya imperialis. As I told you, the rampant growth from this summer did produce a massive floral display in the house. It's April 3rd, 2013, and I'll just give you a quick run around this plant. At one point it had 68 buds on the plant. 3 peduncles full of flowers are now currently open. Just absolutely amazing. Why I say that this is my final video tour of this plant is, by the time this is uploaded to YouTube, I will have moved to a new location. I'll still be in Vermont, but 40 miles away, much closer to work. And this plant simply can't go with me. There will not be room. I will not have windows big enough for it. So it's with a heavy heart that I'm going to have to say goodbye to this plant. I am going to try to take some cuttings of it and see if I can grow this plant again, but you just never know if the cutting will take. The genetic material in this plant was absolutely amazing. Whereas other imperialises were difficult to bloom, this one would never stop blooming. Just one of the most amazing plants of all time, and probably the most amazing plant I have ever grown in my life. Had a lot of fun with it. Hoping I don't lose it, but probably a pretty good chance of it. As you can see here on my little narrow plant porch, the plant is growing into the molding up here now. It's a hard plant to keep under control. Well, thank you for visiting with me and Hoya imperialis. Hopefully we'll see her again.